this is the beginning of a really good, or the ending of a really good month. Because I started out this summer, I was unemployed. I wasn't sure where I was going to go with comedy, and now, like, first of all, I'm headlining Zanies, which is fucking amazing, and I got a really good job working in the office now. Fuck yeah. I make salary now. I'm right here with these crack ass motherfuckers. Like, I'm making good money. No, dude, I didn't know y'all had it so good in the corporate office. Like, my office has kombucha on tap. Bro, are you serious? Y'all were living like that for real? I literally texted my friend, nigga, they got kombucha on tap. That's a sentence that shouldn't exist. And then he had a nerve to respond to me like, congrats, bro. You made it out the ghetto. Oh, fuck. Only thing I hate about only thing I hate about the job finding process, I hate the application process. I feel like they ask for too much information. Like, I don't like the fact that they ask, what made you leave your last job? That's a disrespectful question to ask someone that was making 18 an hour. Like, you know? Because there's two different kinds of responses to that question, right? There's the salary reason why you leave a job, and there's the hourly reason why you left a job, right? Like, the salary reason is like, why did you leave Evil Tech Company Incorporated? And you're like, we were under new management. They were going in a different direction. I was given a sweet severance pay. I'd like to apply my skills to your conglomerate and become an asset to your company. That's the salary way, right? The hourly way is like, why did you leave Jimmy's Bar and Grill? Well, my manager was a little bitch, and he got mad because he caught me giving shots to the hoes. I was like, what's the big deal? You give shots to your girlfriends all the time. He's gonna say, manager discretion. I was like, discretion needs nuts, and that's why I'm here. So. Oh, man. We know each other pretty well so far, right? If you couldn't tell already, I'm from the suburbs. I got this gold chain from Kohl's. I tried, man. Like, you know how much of an identity crisis I had as a 13-year-old sounding like I sound? Like, you know? It was hard. I tried to be G-Unit. I was on the honor roll. The shit didn't mix. Like, the day I knew I was going to be a goober forever, right? Was the day the cops in my neighborhood were looking for this kid named Kane, right? Now, Kane was an enigma. No one knew where he came from. No one knew his parents. He was just fucking a white girl next door to my house, right? I'm the only other black dude on the cul-de-sac, so they think we cousins. They come knocking on my door. We're looking for your friend Kane. And now, I listen to enough rap music to know that snitching is very bad, right? So I try to stay at 10 toes on that shit, like, hey, I don't know him, right? And I tried to, there was like bass in my voice and everything. I was trying to act about like, hey. Oh, no. And while I was doing that, you could see tears welling up in my eyes because I was terrified. If you were really paying attention, you could smell the faint whiff of piss coming from the crotch of my pants. I was scared as shit, but I was trying to stand tall, but hey, I don't know him. Goes to his back pocket. I'm scared shitless. I don't know what he's got back there, right? Goes to his back pocket, and he pulls out a business card with his name on it. It said, hey, my name's Officer Class Trader. If you see or hear anything about Kane, you let me know. And that moment stuck with me that day. Because when that cop looked into that scared 17-year-old black kid's eyes, he didn't see a murderer, he didn't see a gangbanger, he didn't see a rapist. What he saw was a reliable snitch. And and to this day, I don't know if I'm more upset at the fact that he saw a snitch or the fact that I ended up snitching. Look, man, I don't want that kind of element in my neighborhood. He was very dangerous. In full disclosure, my bike went missing the week before that. I'm not saying Kane did it, but I dialed a phone number. It said, hey, this Kane person likes to hang out on South Avenue and Michigan Ave. And if you see an orange 10-speed mountain bike, I'll testify in court. My number is 734. We're fun. We're going to have a good time. What's your name? Third button undone, huh? What's your name? What's your name? Sport, huh? Nick? Yeah, of course it is. How you doing, Nick? Smoke weed, Nick?
No, actually.
What? You one of those, like, straight arrow Christian camp kids? Like, what the fuck?
No.
No? You just don't smoke?
No.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
25? Really? You don't smoke?
No.
You a virgin too? Or like, no?
No, I'm married.
Oh my God, that's so precious. No, because I stopped believing in love and life a while ago, but you pulled it off, bro. How long y'all been married? For like 4 years, 3? One. Give it up for them. Congratulations for them. Nah, man, like I asked, because like here's the thing, I had to take inventory because, you know, I still need a second job and I do sell weed, so like I figured. Not even like in a cool way. Like I sell weed and I get a W-2. Do you know how nerdy that is? There's nothing dorkier than selling drugs with a badge. Like, you know, it's just goofy. But people hype up dispensary work like it's like the greatest job on the planet, and it's not. Like, I sell gummies to your grandma. That's the most I do on a regular basis. Like, the people that come into my job, they're not even like the cool kind of stoners. They're the people that believe in alternative medicine, right? Those people that refuse to go see a doctor, they'll just buy an ounce or some shit like that. Which, if that's your line of thinking, cool, good for you, right? Do your own motherfucking research, though. Don't go straight from the doctor to the dude that dropped out of community college. I can't help you. I've had people come into my shit with legit cancer. Like, I can't feel my left knee. I can't see out my right eye. What you got for me? What the fuck am I supposed to say? Oh, I recommend the Blueberry Butt Kush. It's a real nice body high. It's really chill. I smoke it and watch Josh Johnson every night. You want to know the weirdest dude I ever had in my dispensary, Nick? Yeah? All right. Weirdest dude I ever had. You know what? You're my friend. Okay. Nick was being shy, but I was like, fuck yeah, bro. Like, what's your name, man? Danny. All right, Danny. You want to know the weirdest dude I had in my dispensary? All right. So it was like this short, old white dude, right? He was like 4'11", and he looked like a cross between a diabetes dude from the commercials. And you remember Whitey from 8 Crazy Nights? No? How old are you, Dan?
Older than you,
How you know?
40-something.
Oh, shit. Okay, well. You look good for 40, not gonna lie. White don't crack, like, I don't know. He don't drink that domestic bullshit, he drinks craft beer. That's the secret. Old white guy, right? I'm in the middle of the work shift. Old white guy comes up to my desk. He looks me straight in the eye, like, sir, I got a question for you. I'm looking for a strain that's good for sex. And hypnotism. I was like, oh my God. What accessory to which crime? Because usually, like, he's not the first guy to come into the dispensary try to do some nefarious shit, but usually people try to cover it up, you know? Like, I'm looking for something with a good body high, some dumb shit like that. He came right out with it like, hey, I'm trying to put a bitch in the trunk. What you got? I'm trying to figure a way out of it. I'm like dissociating. I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? And he's like, sir, hello, can you help me? I'm like, fuck, man, we got this Blueberry Butt Kush in the back. That's what we got. Oh, man. I feel like we legalized weed too soon. All of our moms ruined it. Like, you ever think, like especially like the dispensaries around here, they all like market to like the trophy stepmoms of River North, and it's gross. Like, I feel like, particularly, not to like pick on women, but I am. Like, I feel like once women cross like 45, y'all don't know how to do drugs for fun anymore. Like, I gave my mom an edible. She called me excited, like, oh my God, I've gotten so many chores done. Like, you're not supposed to do chores on drugs, Mom. You're supposed to watch Seth Rogen movies and think about life. Yeah, we legalized it too soon. Like, clap if you're familiar with Ann Arbor, Michigan. Anybody familiar with Ann Arbor? Yeah, okay. So there was this. Oh, go green. Oh, I thought you were from Ohio State. We were about to stone you right here. But nah, you're from Michigan State, so you low-key have an STD. But that's none of my business, though. That's none of my. I've been to Lansing. I know how y'all get down. Y'all some nasty motherfuckers. Like, oh fuck, no. But I'm sure she's lovely. We legalized it too soon. Like, I feel like, we didn't really earn that shit. Like, what did white people learn through legalization, Like, I feel like y'all didn't, like, really realize how prohibition affected minority communities, So, like, I feel like it would have helped society if we took something y'all like and made it illegal, Like, I feel like we should have made caffeine illegal for, like, 6 months just to see what would happen, Because I worked at a Starbucks before. Y'all some fucking crackheads. Like, y'all, let me get a triple-double cappuccino, heat that shit up to 375 degrees, make it mostly foam, but don't put the foam in the cup, put it on the counter so I can snort that shit like it's Coke. Like, I'm saying, like, y'all need to learn. I feel like that would have been the thing to make it legal so y'all know what the fuck we went through. Like, it would have been more than just discomfort. Like, I wanted to see good neighborhoods fall. Like, you know what I mean? I wanted to see families broken apart because mommy had a 3 macchiato a day habit. Like, to this day, I wake up from dreams. And, like, I just really want to see an Ashley outside the blue line sucking the dick for an espresso shot. But I won't see that because we lack execution. We've had our fun. Let's go to the heavy stuff. The Epstein list might be coming out. I'm excited. Like, just because like we've been canceling a lot of people, but now like this time, like, oh, like you on that list, you gonna be in some shit, And conservatives like to try to get us all the time, regarding like who's on the list. They always say like, the Clintons on it. Yeah, we know. Bill Clinton been nasty. We know that shit. We know Hillary nasty. We just raided the wrong pizza place. But like, if you want to get us, like that, you gotta like hit us in our childhood. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta look at the list and see Bob Ross, Dolly Parton, and Bill Nye the Science Guy or some shit. Really? But yes. See who we really are as a people. I want to read the news like Steve from Blue's Clues denies any wrongdoing on Epstein Island, despite authorities finding a blue paw print on a pair of Hello Kitty drawers. Got me missing the old days. Remember when like times were simple, like 4 months ago? And when we were mad, we just bullied Elon Musk. Remember that shit? Those were amazing times. Because he was such a fucking dick. Like, he was an idiot, first of all. Like, Elon's not the first billionaire to ruin our lives, but he is the first one to do it on IG Live, like a fucking idiot. All up in the White House like his mama stayed there talking about, what did you do to earn your job today? Being an idiot. And then wondering, why are you guys burning down my Teslas? Because we want to hurt you. That's why. We can't physically give you a wedgie, but we know what you sell and we know it's highly flammable, so we're going to do that. If your whole empire can be bought down by a dish rag and a bottle of cheap vodka, you should really shut the fuck up. Like, if we're being honest. At least when Trump fucks up, he has enough good sense to, like, put a row of cops in front of Trump Towers, like, make sure the poors don't fuck up my condo. Like, it's common sense shit. But I don't understand the confusion as to how Elon got to where he was, right? Because people were mad confused. Like, why do white men love Elon Musk so much? And, like, we're all on the internet, right? White man, I'm gonna extend an olive branch to you. As a black dude, it's been fun, but we've been bullying the fuck out of y'all for like a solid 10 years now. We really have. Everything is y'all fault. Everything, it kind of is, but everything is y'all fault. I hang around comedians, which means I hang around a bunch of white woman comedians. Do you know how many times I've heard straight white male come out of their fucking mouths? So much. I heard it so much, you would think that white men were the ones that called out Emmett Till. Like, you know? It's just like every time, fuck you, white man, fuck you, white man. It's like, yeah, it's like, oh, how could they worship Elon Musk? Them niggas needed a hero. That's why they were sad. White men were in a state where literally all you had to say was, hey, I think Bitcoin is pretty cool. And you had the base. And you had to put yourself, imagine being a little white boy in middle school in 2006. You had a certain number of guarantees, right? You were guaranteed a house, a job, and a relatively attractive white woman to raise your babies, right? Fast forward 2025, you ain't got no job, you ain't got no house, and all the white women are polyamorous. Every white woman I know is in a 4-way relationship with 2 niggas, a Venezuelan refugee, and a stud. And look, these white men are in disarray, man. All Elon had to do was come down from the heavens shaped like a wisdom tooth. Low-key built like a fucking One Piece villain and shit. He's just like, hey, I think you're pretty cool, bro. And if you buckle down and lock in, you too can have a spot on Joe Rogan's podcast. Bro, I see it for you. I see it. All right. Danny, you try therapy? Danny, right? All right, cool. You try therapy? Yeah, how'd it go? Yeah, me too. You know where I fucked up? I have goofy ass friends that went to college and think they know better than me and shit. And when I told them I wanted to see a therapist, they all said the same shit. Oh, you gotta find another black dude, someone that can relate to your problems, your trials and tribulations, right? And here's the thing: if you present as black nerd, you really shouldn't get another black nerd to talk to you about your shit. Y'all have the same fucking problems. 30 minutes into my first meeting with this dude, he's saying dumb shit like, yeah, people call me Carlton in high school too. I was like, fuck. I have a doppelganger with a degree. Get a black dude. That was dumbass advice. I should have got a white woman for that, 100%. Should have got a white woman between the age of 28 and 36. Someone that takes pride in telling a man what's wrong with him, you know what I mean? Like someone that gets up early in the morning for that shit. Like, I'm a firm believer that every white woman born after 1975 thinks they're a licensed mental health professional. And if they could give diagnoses on the street, they absolutely would. Just for little dumb shit. Just like, morning, ma'am. Wrong, nigga, 1202. Like, I needed that arrogance. But I didn't get that. I got another guy. It wasn't even the fact that it was a black dude. It was the fact that it was another guy, right? Because I feel like men in therapy, they're not great at finding solutions. They're great at affirmations, but they're not great at finding solutions, right? I'd be pouring my heart out to my black guy therapist. Like, I'm 33 years old. I'm single. I'm a stand-up comedian. I feel like I'm gonna die alone in my studio apartment. What you got for me? He's just like, hey, bro, it be like that sometimes. And that's not something you want to hear from a mental health professional. Not something I could have read on Drake's Instagram wall. You know what I mean? It's inappropriate. You know, therapy, man. Times are weird right now. We're all exceptionally broke. I had a millennial rock bottom recently. Went to go get an STD test at MinuteClinic. Y'all been to MinuteClinic? Yeah, a couple of us in here. If you haven't been to MinuteClinic, the premise of MinuteClinic is essentially, if you don't have health insurance, but you do have $100, you could go get a physical behind a liquor store. That's the general CVS, Walgreens, what have you. Sometimes it's a Target. Anywhere where they sell pills and alcohol, which I feel like my generation's too sad for that, you know? I don't think we should have that available. I feel we're all $200,000 in debt with a death wish. We can't wait to pound 30 Percocet with a Pinot Grigio. That's how most of us would like to go out. I feel like that's a new millennial walk of shame, though, because, again, I went for an STD test. I feel like that's a new walk of shame for millennials. Throw it back to the CVS where you bought the condoms that you didn't use. Because the Bar Louie waitress told you she was on the pills, so you went and fucked raw. And now look at you, itchy and scared. So. So I went to this shit, and my doctor was bad disrespectful. I had like an older African doctor. They don't give a shit about fuck. I walked in, I said, hey, I'm here for my STD test. Immediately she goes, you need to lose weight. Bitch, first of all, I did not ask. Second of all, do you know where the fuck we are right now? This is a CVS pharmacy. I had to walk past 7 different flavors of Oreos to get to this motherfucker. You're not allowed to tell me that I need to lose weight. Imagine having the balls to tell me that if I don't learn to avoid sugars, salts, and alcohol, I'm gonna die. Now go walk through the valley in the shadow of death, and I better see you for a follow-up appointment. All right, Nick, I'm coming back to you. Because I have relationship material, I just wasn't ready to do it yet. So, I don't know. Like, ideally, that's why I started, that's why I went to therapy. I went to therapy because I do want to be a better partner. I think I want to get married someday, like you, Nick. I want to get married like you. But, like, my wallet doesn't reflect that. I'm sure you have a good job, but, you know, the market's not great for comedians that watch anime. That's not like a great, you know what I mean? Huh? Yeah, but you have a job. Like, you see? You can make a future for her. You know, all I have is dick and giggles. Like, you know what I mean? That's not. But it's like scary. I get it because like she found a good one. Good men are hard to find, man. And like men, because like here's the thing. I see the worst that man has to offer sometimes because I live downtown. I live in a nice building, but I am also the brokest one in my nice building. And I see a lot of shit go down out front because I smoke weed with my door guy a lot at like 2:30 a.m. Because that's what you do when you live in a nice building. You the brokest one in there. You don't get to know your neighbors. You do drugs with the staff. So. So I'm smoking with my door guy, and one of my neighbors comes down with this beautiful girl, like 2 a.m, beautiful girl, right? Clearly a prostitute, but like she was, like, you know, she was wearing a hooker attire, you know, like, you know those dresses that like separate each cheek so it moves on its own, you know what I'm talking about? Looking like Mr. or Mrs. Pac-Man in a fight, like, you know what I'm, beautiful girl, prostitute, right? So he gets her in the Uber, and he comes over to me. Now, Grant, I know how to mind my own business, right? I'm not gonna ask about the hooker that just left your apartment. That's none of my business, right? I'm just here to be friendly. I said, hey, man, what's up? That's all I said. To which he responds, man, that bitch wouldn't fuck because my room was dirty. Now, isn't that ridiculous? Imagine losing out on pussy because of 3rd grade problems. Ain't that some bullshit? Fellas in here, aren't you glad you were raised right? Because even if I had the intent of buying pussy, my southern mother still would have clocked in like, clean your room, nigga, you got company coming over. Like, they're still. So you just gonna expect me to relate to that shit? Like, yeah, no, bitches be crazy. No, bro. Because, like, the math ain't mathing. Because, like, here's the thing. Sex workers have a very wide berth for home cleanliness. If you call for a blowjob at 2:30 in the morning and your laundry ain't folded, whatever. It's fine, right? So that begs the question. What was in there? What was in there? What was in your room that made a hooker say, I can't work in these conditions? What was in there? Dirty dishes, dirty drawers, shit in the drawers. What was in there that made her say this is hazardous to my health? I will not suck dick in an OSHA violation. That's not happening. Ladies, I did not know y'all were dealing with that shit. I thought like the lack of bed frame was the worst of y'all problems. I cleared that up. Again, I was raised right. My mattress is off the floor. And for a while I thought I was better than other niggas because of that shit. But like I had it, but I didn't know it was that big of a problem until I hooked up with a girl and she ain't had no bed frame. And like, that shit is ghetto as fuck. Like, not gonna... It is, man. That mattress was thin. I'm hitting it from the back. My knees are on hardwood floor and shit. I got blood rushing down there. I'm cramping up. Have you ever busted a nut and caught a cramp at the same time? That's way too much stimulus for your brain. It's like licking an ice cream cone and getting shot. That's the only way I can describe the shit. So now I'm on the floor crying. Because I'm in the most pain and pleasure I've ever felt in my life. My calf muscle is 3 times bigger than it actually is, like I'm the fucking Grinch or some shit. And she's like, yeah, this pussy fire, ain't it? Like, bitch, I need a hospital. Trying to do better at shit. I'm trying to date older women. I love women. Like, my type of woman now is like, you ever meet like an auntie that's like 44, 45? That still got a lot of ass, but she covered up with a shawl. Like, you ever see that? That's my shit. Like, hey, Miss Lisa. That's how you know they old. You never met a bitch named Lisa, have you? Never. No, I don't understand dudes that like dating younger women. Like, it's fun for like the first 5 seconds, but like, I don't, like, there's something in the eyes of like a 22, 23-year-old. It's hope. It's fucking gross. Like, once a woman hits 30, they're much more reasonable and shit, you know? Like, dating is more of a formality. Like, yeah, I want to stick things in your butt too, but let's get dinner first. Like, that's... But like, younger girls are different. You gotta take them on their whole custom TikTok adventure trying to get some pussy. Gotta take them out for dinner, dancing, drinks, fly to DC, steal the Declaration of Independence, come back. You think you about to fuck, you say something stupid, you gotta take her back home. By the time you get into bed, it's 5 a.m. and you ain't getting no pussy. That's terrible. The older woman will never do that. Woman about 44, 45, have you in the bed by 9 o'clock. Tucked in, balls dry. Wake up, there's breakfast. Young girls don't have breakfast. All they have is a cigarette and iced coffee. Older women, at the very least, you leave at home, you leave in a crib with a Nutri-Grain bar and a Smart Water, and that's all you need sometimes. I gotta get out of here. Listen, I'm trying to figure out if I want to end this set successfully or if I want to go, if I want to, do Old Faithful. You guys have been fun. All right. You know what's my main holdup, Nick? You know what's my main holdup as far as getting married and shit?
What?
All the girls I like are gay. They are. Like, I like really, like, brainy, like, racially ambiguous girls. Like, basically, I like bitches that wear overalls. Like, that's my shit. Like, I like girls that wear overalls that identify as queer. And, like, that scares the shit out of my uncles because they don't know what queer is. Like, they don't know that queer girls are essentially just bisexuals that read. That's, like, the general... Got they pussy on a pedestal at Harry Potter books and shit. Like, you know what's my biggest competition for them? Like, strong white lesbians. That's like my biggest competition. Girls that can put on a plaid shirt and build a porch. Like, that's my... And I hate that, man, because it's like, if girls are like other girls, they just have that inherent knowledge, you know what I mean? Like, guys don't have, I mean, I do because I'm the shit, but like, guys in general just don't have like that knowledge on like fucking G-spots, erogenous zones, squeeze my throat, but not really, leave the windpipe alone. I hope you know that because I won't tell you and mistakes will be made. The most dangerous person in the club is a stud with a fanny pack. You ever seen that? Ain't nothing but filth in that fanny pack. Just lotions, elixirs. 3 dildos like starter Pokemon, Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle. Ready to do anything. If a lesbian's down for you, she will do anything you ask. And have to follow up that energy. Have any of you been on a first date with a bisexual woman, fresh off dating a woman? It's terrible. Asking all the bad questions up front, or all the hard questions up front, you know? I'm asking regular shit. Hey, how's your day going? She claps back with, will you go down on me on my period? I'm like, damn, bitch, I guess I have to. Fuck. Because they fucked the game up. There's no, I'm not comfortable if you're a man. You do that shit if you love her. You think I like out here doing this shit? You think I like here eating actual ass? I don't. But they fucked the game up. Like, they fucked the game up so bad. I can't see you in my corner, but I love you. That is a problematic white woman, and if she is down. They fucked up the game so bad. To be a man in 2025 that doesn't eat ass is like being a woman that didn't suck dick in '96. Like, it's your issue, but you go do it if you want that call back, right? I'm in the same position a lot of y'all moms were during the last season of Seinfeld. Like, he's got a good job, he's got benefits. And if I don't do it, some other nasty bitch will. I'm in the same position in 2025. Looking at some racially ambiguous girl's butthole in the face. Like, you know what? She's got a good job, she's got benefits. It's either this or I'm getting left for a bitch that looks like Tom Holland with titties. I'm not going out like that. Hey, you guys have been amazing. My name's Christian Royce, thank you.
Some say that I am a pimp, but I am not. Them for disgusting, they're vermin. They wear khaki shoes, they wear khaki suits, they wear khaki ties. They got that weird, fucked up round thing around their eye. But let me tell you something, Wi-Fi, Willie James, and not a pimp, okay? They make nowhere near the amount of money as me. I prefer the term liaison, or a consultant, if you will. These hoes don't make a move without me.